Hello everybody, I'm Xney, and today I wanted to sit back with you and talk about the medic because he's a really cool class and I do enjoy playing him a lot, and I've been having a lot of fun playing it as of late, so I wanted to talk about him with you. So I wanted to talk about two big things in this video. One of them is the Crusaders Crossbow and just why it is so good, and the other one is why medic is pretty much a thankless job and you don't really get a lot out of doing it other than self-satisfaction. No one's gonna be like, medic, oh my god, you're so great. So we're gonna talk about that one first, because as the medic, you're not going to be noticed if you're doing your job well. I mean, if you are healing your team, everyone's staying alive, you're holding this, you're the reason that this hold is working, no one's really going to notice you. Because as medic, if you're not being noticed, that means you're doing your job. I mean, every now and then someone might be like, oh, good job, med, at the end of a round. But you're not really going to get a huge amount of satisfaction from your team. It's a lot of self-satisfaction for knowing that you keep all these ungrateful, people alive. Because a lot of the time, people are ungrateful to you. As when you play medic in pub settings, because you didn't heal them, you're just healing the heavy. But when you have that feeling inside of you that you are the reason that this hold is working, I know when I play these games of Upward, holding this first point wouldn't be possible without a medic, because there's only one health pack and half of the time there's a dispenser, half of the time there's not. And dispensers are a lot easier to take out than a medic who knows what's up, because a dispenser is stationary and a medic can move. But then you also have to remember, while being a thankless job, you also have to be pretty selfish when you play medic. And I don't mean you only heal one person. By being selfish, I mean you have to value your life so much more than anybody else's, because if you die, you lose all of your uber built up. This isn't Overwatch where you keep your ultimates between lives. No, this is hardcore mode. You lose it when you die. So what's more important, saving the pyro and probably dying in the process, or saving yourself and holding onto your uber charge and avoiding that respawn time? Because when you die as medic, that means your team doesn't have heals for 12 seconds of respawn time and then you getting back out to the battlefield. So your life is pretty important. I would say, medic is the most important member of a team. I think most people would agree with me on that, just because he is the one who keeps everybody alive. He is the one who makes it possible to hold a point, because without a medic, all damage is permanent. There's no one to heal you up, give you an overheal, get rid of all those chinks in the armor. You're gonna get shredded if the enemy team has a medic. And in pubs, I know medic isn't a very glorifying job, like I've said, but it is an unnecessary one, for if you really want to win. And it's also just pretty fun to play if you give yourself the satisfaction, if you find a way to have satisfaction in medic. And that's my segue into the Crusaders Crossbow, and why it's just amazing, because my satisfaction when I play medic isn't just overhealing people, getting everyone's health up, listening to people yell medic at me. My satisfaction from playing medic is using the crossbow, because this weapon is so much fun and it is just the best. The crossbow is just the best. So it's so much fun to use just because it's long range healing, it's a skill mechanic, and it makes a really satisfying noise when you hit someone. But there's also a lot of things that just make it the best primary weapon for medic. So let's start with number one. You can heal teammates who you wouldn't normally be able to heal, like spies who are invisible and pyros who are using the back scratcher, because the back scratcher gives you a healing reduction from carts and medic, but a healing boost from health pack. So if you heal a pyro who has the back scratcher equipped with your medi beam, it's going to heal him less. But if you hit him with a crossbow, there's no reduction of that healing, because it's not classified as the healing beams from carts or medic. And I hope they never change that, because I really like it, because I really like using the back scratcher. And healing up that pyro is something that you wouldn't normally be able to do as medic, but he might be the one who finds the spy that's going to kill you if he has health. So always arrow up a pyro who has a back scratcher. Don't get angry at him for having it, just kind of hit him with an arrow, because he might save your life. He might be the pyro that finds that one sneaky spy. And disguise or invisible spies you can also heal by hitting them with an arrow, and you can't normally latch onto them with the medigun, which is also pretty nice because you can get your spies alive without them having to decloak. Another amazing thing, so number two, I guess I'm doing this in a list now. Number two for the Crusaders Crossbow would be that it builds uber. So the Crusaders Crossbow is already insane. It can heal a maximum of 150 health from a distance, and that's really helpful to your team. Hitting a soldier who's up on a roof with an arrow and he just is able to survive anything else, that's really effective, healing people at long range, What it also does is it builds uber. Now this is insane, because the Crusader's Crossbow already heals from long distances. It heals amazing amounts, but giving it the ability to build uber too, it actually can let you build uber faster than normal. So to normally build uber, it'll take 80 seconds when you're healing an overhealed target who's above 290 on soldier, because it has a reduced healing rate on fully healed players, and it'll take about 40 seconds if you're healing at like maximum efficiency, but you can lower that even more by using the Crusaders crossbow because of its uber gain and the fast switch time to and from, and the fact that it reloads while you have it away. So that's just another like amazing benefit of this weapon. And the third thing about the Crusaders crossbow is it gives you a form of long range damage. It has a reverse scaling on damage, and by that I mean most weapons do more damage the closer you are to a target and less damage the further you are away, but the Crusaders crossbow actually does more damage the further it travels, doing up to 75 damage, which isn't really anything to shrug at because that's more than half of a scout's health, and it can drop people who are low health. And it's really fun to throw out like a crossbow every now and then while you're healing. If all your teammates are healed up and they're all fighting, throwing out a crossbow at the enemy, see if you can get some damage in, maybe get a kill. It's pretty fun. And I know I hate being killed by the crossbow, or just I hate getting killed by a medic. It's like the worst feeling in the world, but I don't see any reason to use any of the medic's other primary weapons. Like the Blutsager it might seem like it gives you more survivability, but with the slow travel speed of the darts and the relatively low damage and the fact that it gives you less healing, your passive healing as medic, it gives you less survivability, honestly. And same with the overdose is extremely situational. Like when are you going to be running away with enough uber for it to really matter? And then the stock is just kind of the stock. It doesn't really do anything different and it's nothing special. But that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk to you about medic just because I've been playing a lot of it lately. Maybe you have too. Maybe you've been playing a different class. Tell me what's your favorite thing about the medic down in the comments section. And with that, have a great day.